ready to be married, saying that I should pack out from my husband's house. Brought your mother to come and hit me that I'm pregnant. He's hitting a pregnant woman to leave the house. In the presence of my children. Look at my children there. In the presence of my children. The mother is beating me and he's watching me. Carry your mother and go. Carry and go where? I'm sleeping. Tell your mother to leave me alone. Your mother is here hitting me, Abi.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's video, I'm gonna be reacting to these videos, going around on TikTok of the lady that her mother-in-law hit her belly and the husband stood around and did nothing. So before we get into the video, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. Make sure your post notifications are turned on so that I don't miss any time that I upload. Without further ado, let's just get into the video. So I saw this video going around yesterday on TikTok where a lady was screaming, making a record that she's currently pregnant, and her mother-in-law just came to the house and basically hitting her, and her husband was just just stood there and was watching. And fast forward to today, something bad terribly happened to the lady, unfortunately. But before we get into that, I want us to unpack this a little bit. So when it comes to abusive people, abusive partners, sometimes when people say that we should blame their parents, honestly I believe we should blame their parents in a certain way. That I think that their parents did it, they saw it growing up, that their parents was doing it to their mothers, or their mothers was doing it to their fathers, and then they thought it was cool. Or anytime that when they were growing up, they did something, their parents, didn't do them anything. And we all have seen this boy, mom, boy, thing going around. The bond I have with my son is unmatched and anything. So this thing is like in African country, or as we Africans, anytime that you being in Europe and then you hear somebody being abusive and you're like, I'm gonna call the police on you, and like another African mother hears it that you say you're gonna call police on an abusive person here in Europe, the line that they basically use is, yeah, you cannot do this shit in Africa, because whenever you are in an abusive relationship, nobody's gonna hold you, nobody's gonna help you, and if you decide to leave, they're gonna call you names and what's not. So it's like, it's very shameful to talk about abuse, talk about DV and all these type of things when you're in a relationship and you're in Africa, because in the man's head it's okay to abuse it and get away with it, because nobody's gonna correct them, nobody's gonna come to your aid. So I think with this logic, everybody think it's so okay to be abusive towards each other. Now I don't understand how, as a man, that your wife, even if you are yourself is abusive towards her, you allow somebody to be abusive towards her too, to the point that your mother and you, the mother, your own grandchild is inside this woman. I don't know what type of evilness or what type of bitterness that you have towards this woman for you to be doing this to her. What if her parents come into this? And mostly this happened to people that they've isolated. This happened to people in a narcissistic relationship, that the men have made them to isolate themselves from their actual families. So it's like nobody is coming to help them, because the man have made you to isolate yourself from your family, and so that he can get the chance to do all these things that he is doing to you. And to talk of the fact that it also came right now that the man also was abusing her even before the babies and whatnot. So I want us to go ahead and check out these videos that other creators made, then come back and talk more.
And go where? I'm sleeping. Tell your mother to leave me alone. Your mother is here hitting me, Abi. I'm sleeping. Continue. If I lose this child, if I lose my child, if I lose my child, every time you lose my child.
And you can sit down.
I should sit down, let your mother be beating me.
Go and sit down.
I'm not interested in the meeting again. She has hit my head. She has hit my belly. I'm not interested. You guys have done the one you want to do. You guys have done the one you want to do. I'm not interested in the meeting again. I am not. Mommy, what is it? What is it? I'm not going anywhere. Is that how they pushing you out of your husband's house? Did they push you out of your husband's house? Did they push you out of your husband's house? Did they push you out of your husband's house? Come and touch me again. What is it? I'm coming away. What is it? You have to come and pursue me. Did I pursue you? Did I pursue you? In the presence of my children, you are coming to come and hit me. You are watching your brother. You are watching your brother. She has hit my ears. She has hit me all through. You want to beat me too? The meeting is over. The meeting is over. Abi, you want to join your mother to beat me? You want to join your mother to beat me? The meeting is over. It's out of respect.
It's enough. It's enough.
This is a really hard video to do, hard video to even watch, because at the end of the video you can hear the baby saying it's enough, it's enough, it's enough. And the mother-in-law was basically saying that this is the first time she's entering, and the son was like, it's a lie. So if you knew that you are not gonna, you don't like what is happening, why give the space? I'm telling you, this is why I don't really fuck with in-laws. Like, I don't really do those type of things. I'm hardly that type of person that I want to be into people's, situations and whatnot, because it's like when you are into people's situations, you cannot overstep. No matter how respectful you want to be, you cannot overstep, right? And here I feel like the mother-in-law overstepped. We don't know what happened before this video started recording, and that doesn't honestly matters. What matters is that this thing is not supposed to be happening. It's never supposed to, but it's never okay to raise your hand on a human being. It doesn't matter whether it's a man or a woman, but to talk of the person breathing your child, and as a postpartum woman right now, to think of that, it's something that is unforgivable. And at this point, we have to really talk about abuse, and we need to start sending people to mental health for being abusive people when these people, do decide to, post this, because posted this for us to see. What about the ones that she didn't post for us to see? What about those ones that we never saw? What about those ones that she never, recorded? And somebody's like, why are you talking to your mother-in-law like that? Those suggest with respect. Like, every time it's like, respect elders, respect your elders. We have to also talk about the elders respecting the children also, and respecting people's boundaries. Me, I cut people off like really quick when you're not respecting my boundaries, because I'm not in your business. I'm not talking about the things that I feel is out of line. Anytime that I'm talking to somebody, I'm like, am I out of line? If I'm out of line, just let me know. And I'm not gonna pursue something that I know is out of line and out of my boundary towards you. That's why it's so good for you as a human being to set your own standard also, and set your own boundaries. And if this lady have this boundary with this whole African mentality of respect your elders, and she is this person that is like, yeah, I'm gonna respect my boundary and not allow your mother-in-law to come to my house, then this will not have happened. But because we are in Africa and we are Africans, and it's everything that the mother have done or the father have done is okay, as long as you are the younger person or you are the small person. Whatever the older person did to you is okay. This is what happened, because she allowed the person to come to her house, for the person to be able to raise her hand on her, and unfortunately the baby has been lost. She have unfortunately miscarried the baby. So that's the bad news that is happening right now. That even what made me to do this video, because I saw it yesterday and I didn't want to talk about it, because I'm very triggered when it comes to talking about DV situations. So I didn't really want to talk about that on my page. But as I saw today the video of the lady losing the baby, I felt like it's something that we need to have a conversation about, and for people to share their opinions on this whole situation and this whole mentality that if your elder or your mother or your mother-in-law, like any elder person, abuse you and you have to talk about it, you automatically are at fault, or you are being disrespectful. Like, why is it like that? Why is it like that? I really don't understand that whole mentality that it's okay for a mother-in-law to come to your house, get that permission, get that authority to come and raise their hand on you. And now, not only have you lost your baby, you are having a medical situation that we don't know how long it's gonna be able to, you know, go ahead and heal from and whatnot. People are basically, you know, asking also, is she gonna leave the relationship? Unfortunately, we all know the answer to it. She's not gonna leave. I don't know why, but we have to know the answer that she's not gonna leave. And she have other children also, to, you know, that's really not something that is talked about also with this whole divorce situation, because we've seen that video of this creator coming on to say, I have, you know, separate from my boyfriend, fiance, after having 4 children. And basically people are, you know, bashing her for leaving that relationship because she have lived a relationship with 4 children. And that's the shame that make people still stay in this type of relationship, in this type of abuse, because when you are living a relationship with children involved, everybody automatically says that you are a bad mother because you chose yourself over being in a relationship. Like the relationship was not important to you enough to lose your life over. No, that makes you a bad person or a bad mother because you thought of yourself to live in a relationship. But people also refuse to forget that when a mother is healthy, the children are also healthy. When a mother have a clear head, the children also have a clear head. And it's not always that we have to, you know, be okay when somebody is abusing us. So that's all I have for you on this topic. Make sure you're leaving your opinions in the comment section, but please be respectful. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. Make sure post notifications are turned on so that you don't miss any time that I upload. And I'll see you guys in the next one.